printed separately, but the rest of this was all printed together, snapped together for chain race.
Little artwork here. Last in.
Yeah, it's printed in vase mode, which basically makes it one layer wide.
Hey guys, I'm at ITG 3D, and this is in Harrisburg, Illinois. And so, backstory here: I need a mount to mount a camera to my drone, and I just happened to drive by this place. I knew it was here, but I really didn't know what it was. And this guy, I don't really know. I'm not really sure exactly what he's got going on here, but he's got a lot of stuff. So my mount is printing right now, and I'm going to ask him a few questions. We're going to talk to this guy real quick. So let's go on in.
Matt.
Hey.
So we're printing your part. Just started.
Check it out. Oh, they raised it up. So it'll lower that down.
As it builds, it'll lower that plate down and then build higher and higher on your part.
That is so cool.
Just layer by layer.
First time I've ever actually seen this happen. So, remind me of your name again.
I'm Jim McEwen.
Jim McEwen, all right.
Yep.
Okay, so Jim, what is this? Where are we at here?
We're at ITG 3D and Design Group, and ITG 3D is a nonprofit, and we basically are bringing tech to young adults and doing classes and labs and exposure and outreach.
And so you're part of University of Illinois. You kind of.
We've done some things with the University of Illinois. We've taught. We had over 3,000 of their students through in different programs that we've had.
But so this is your business, though.
Yeah,
this is your kind of.
It's also a business.
Okay.
But the classroom over there is where we do our instruction.
Yeah.
And we teach everything from CAD CAM to 3D printing to whatever somebody needs to know how to do. If they need to research on, do I really want a patent, or do I want to open source, or do I want to just forget the whole thing and just make it and sell it?
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, we help them with that research and stuff. And so these are available here for folks to use. And we've got 8 workstations. We got another 2 workstations set up also. And over on this side over here, we've got a work area kind of set up. And then that's the background to our media outreach center. And so we do Skype or Zoom into actual classrooms for usually middle school and 5th and 6th grade, but some high school we've done. And then with video conference also on there. We've got 3 cameras for this, and so we can show the face, or we can zoom in on a part we're working on or talking about. Yeah. And it's pretty flexible for us. It gives us a background that's kind of techie looking.
Yeah. So are you going to be doing like classes again in the future? Are you?
Yes,
they come on a regular schedule, or you just kind of?
Well, regular scheduled classes that we use Eventbrite as the platform. For our it's not really ticket sales. It reserves a seat because we've only got 10 or 12 seats available, so we don't want 30 people showing up and making people share a computer or something like that. Those describe the classes then. And when they're typically, we try to have a wide variety available for evenings, and we try to keep it down to a 1 evening event or a 1 afternoon, although we will be doing some more in-depth that takes longer, maybe 2 evenings out of a week or 2 weeks in a row you would come back to follow up on more advanced topics. But we try to keep things broken down into what we can cover from 6 to 10 at the most. The mind can only absorb what the behind can endure.
I've been through a lot of seminars, and sometimes you're like, is this ever gonna end? That's pretty. So you were talking we talked on the phone about a makerspace. So that's something I'm interested in.
Well, our makerspace will be starting up this spring, and we're trying to kind of get enough folks to get critical mass to get that to where we can have meetings and have enough folks show up to make it worthwhile. I don't mind doing it for 2 people. It doesn't bother me at all to do it for 2 people. But it'd be a lot more fun for everybody if there were 5 or 10 or 20 people there.
Yeah.
And they can all bring their projects and work on them here.
Yeah.
Or they can get ideas for how to solve a problem on their project, or they can use our equipment once you're checked out on, you understand the safety rules for using it and things of that nature. And some of the classes we have are on how to run that equipment.
Yeah.
We've got CNC routers and CNC lathe and CNC mill, and those things could care less if they're cutting wood or people.
Or flesh, That's in the back room back there.
Yeah, that's
too.
in the back half.
Okay.
We try to keep.
I see industrial gear.
Yes,
right?
yeah.
The dangerous stuff in the back. That's good.
Yeah.
You want to keep that away from me. Keep that away from kids.
Yeah, we've had quite a few events here in the front half. We've not really done much in the back yet.
Yeah.
It's not really laid out well enough to really start having events in yet, but we'll get there. Hopefully here in the next month or 2, we'll start having some events back there. Now we've got a couple machines like a CNC router. We've got a CNC router that'll come through the double doors over there that we can bring up and actually use it here in the front class area. So we can demo it for the entire class, can see it running and watch it just like the 3D printers. They're fascinating to watch, even if it's not your project.
No, I've never seen one working. I've always kind of really thought they were cool. I just, I've never really seen one. It's not like something you just go see generally. So I got one last question here. That's just I've been thinking about, top of my head. How is so this is Harrisburg, so I'm a lifelong Harrisburg resident, been here my whole life, and there's nothing in Harrisburg. I mean, it's kind of like right now. I'm just going to say this is one of the most interesting places in Harrisburg, and I didn't even know about it until the other day. But
well, we've been here for a while, and I'm just now getting around to getting signage up. So. We've been kind of low key.
Yeah.
We had several classes that we were kind of committed to a schedule with the home extension and University of Illinois, and so we were giving them first dibs at any time slots.
Yeah.
And so that kind of handcuffed us a little bit on.
You were in the Marion Mall, right?
Yes, we did.
I remember seeing one day I walked through the Marion Mall back when it existed. And I remember seeing all these 3D printers, and I was like, "Oh, that's so cool!" And there were some. I want to say they would look like children in there.
Yeah.
Little kids were like doing something on the 3D printer, and I just kind of looked in the window, and I wasn't sure if I could walk in or anything, and I just ended up with my wife said, "Let's go." And so, but and then the next time I went by, I think I went maybe later, and you were gone, and then you moved to my hometown.
Yeah. So typically 5th or 6th grade is about where we go down to, depending on the student. And we have events for them. We actually go to schools also, and we've got a simulation that we do called City X, and the kids are broken up into teams, and basically a group of people are colonizing Mars, and they radio back with problems they have run across, and they have 3D printers on board, and the kids solve the problems with by designing things that solve their problem that can be 3D printed then.
Yeah.
And so it's been very, very well received. And
that sounds really cool.
It's a lot of fun for the kids.
Didn't have anything like that when I was in school.
No, they didn't have anything like that when I was in school.
Really cool.
But I went from kindergarten. I graduated from Harrisburg High School.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to get back to Harrisburg is really where I wanted to set this up to begin with.
Yeah, well, that's awesome.
And,
I mean, like I said, there's nothing in Harrisburg. I mean, there's there's not nothing, but there's just not a lot of opportunity for this kind of creative, interesting stuff. If you want to do it, you got to do it on your own. And like when I got into building these drones about a month ago, I could have, if I'd come down here and said, I have no clue what I'm doing, trying to get this wire attached to this tiny tiny
Yeah.
copper pad.
We do basic soldering classes.
Yeah, I needed that really bad.
Yeah.
Because I spent a lot of time and money breaking stuff until I figured out how to do it. And I'm still not good at it, but
Right. We kind of want to be the live version of what you can find if you go search YouTube.
yeah.
Even if we don't know anything about it,
Yeah.
I'll do the research and find out what it takes to get it done, and then I can help people through
Yep.
whatever they've done. We've had a lot of design projects and stuff where I knew nothing about the product or the processes it took to do it, and did the research from the ground up and found out how to do it, and then was able to get the company or the individual through that process.
Well, my battery is just about dead, so this is a great place to visit here in the interview.
All right.
But Jim, I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, we'll shut that.